We don't practice because someone makes us practice. We don't practice for fame or glory. We don't practice to impress anyone or make us feel better about ourselves. We certainly don't practice for money. We practice because we yearn to connect. Connect to the ancestors that built this. Connect to the modern geniuses that inspire us. Connect to our city and our scene and the listeners in the back of the room. But mostly we want to connect to that spark that lives deep within all of us. That spark that wants to be fire. We practice every day to clear a path for that spark. Let's practice together. Welcome to the Daily Guided Practice Session. Let's start with our chromatic scale, 88 beats per minute. Let's get to work. What's up, everybody? Welcome. It's another guided practice session here on YouTube. My name is Maness. Thank you so much for joining me today. We're going to be practicing a very brief but very powerful bit of language from the great Chick Corea. It's a special little thing that we're working on today. Let me know where you are in the world, where you're practicing from. I'm in beautiful St. Louis, Missouri. It is a gorgeous, crisp, cool fall day today. Sunny and cold, and it feels great. So let me know where you are. And we'll just, as usual, give it a couple minutes as the room fills up. You know how we do it. Just let all the stragglers come in a little late. We're literally dealing with 7 notes today. But 7 notes that might change your life, I feel like. They changed my life years ago in a very tangible way. So get ready to practice. Make sure you can hear me. My hands are like... Make sure you can hear yourself, because we're working. Have like an upright sound today. See how it works out. It's not bad. Cool. Thanks everybody for joining us. We'll just give it another couple minutes as the room fills up. Again, make sure you can hear yourself. Make sure you can hear me. We're working on a very cool, very short Chick Corea lick, but we're going to take it through all 12 keys because it's so easy to get. And yet, if we can get it in all 12 keys, we're going to get pretty far with it. So cool. What's up, Bruce? What's up, Lee? What's up, Bruce again? What's up, Abhay from New York? What's up, Nick and Tortog? It's Chicky time. Noriko double dipping from rainy New York. Timothy, what's up from Portland? Bruce from South Carolina. Good to see y'all. Thanks for coming. Again, get to your instruments because we're working. We're working today. Yeah. Cool. What's up, Yao Ming? What's up? Again, we're working on just this very basic 7-note lick. It's from Chick Corea's solo in The Matrix from Now He Sings, Now He Sobs, which is one of my favorite recordings ever. And if you know that tune and you know that solo, you'll know this. It's a great moment in the solo. Early on in the solo. It's a moment where you're like, oh, what's going to happen? What's up, Joseph and Piano Man from Georgia? Greg from NorCal. Glad to have you all here with me today. We're having a guided practice session. I'm going to tell you exactly what to practice and how to think about it. We're going to break down a very simple lick, but a lick that I think might open up some doors for your playing in a way that you might not have thought of if you don't know this already. What's up from Barcelona? Great to see y'all here today. Short pants. Short pants, not shorts. Short pants. Says Lee. What's up, Marie? This is kind of a pentatonic based. It's not really a pentatonic thing, but it has that angular sound. And no, I guess it is kind of pentatonic actually. a couple of different pentatonics. So we like to offer a deeper dive on all of our guided practice sessions here on YouTube. So the deeper dive today is the one from last week that was really, really popular, Jazz Piano Technique Pentatonics, one of our most popular workout courses, right? This is a guided practice session-based course with Peter Martin and myself where we work through all of the pentatonics, all the scales, both hands, fingering every key, and some different patterns to work on. It's a technique course for pianists more than anything about how to practice pentatonics in a linear way to get good fingering on them. And we have recommended fingering in every key, which is quite a feat if you think about it. Both hands in every key. So we'll offer that here, $50 off today for our YouTube folks. There it is in the chat. It's also in the description for later on. So check that out. If you want to get in on Open Studio to come into the Open Studio family and you want kind of an introductory thing, this is a good one. And it's a good price. I think with the $50 off, it's only $27 today. So click that link and it slashes the price right off of it. All right, we're about good to go. It's 2:06. We have a room filling up. Oh, Joseph asked, do you have hard copy DVDs for all of your lectures? Joseph, I wish. I don't even know if I have a DVD player anymore. Everything is streaming in my house. So no. I wish I did. No, but they're all on YouTube, Joseph. They're all up here. And all the Open Studio stuff is streaming. It's all browser-based. So cool. Let's do it. Welcome to today's guided practice session. My name is Adam Maness. I'm so excited to practice this little lick that we're going to practice today. This is straight up off of Chick Corea's masterpiece Matrix, which is an F blues on his masterpiece album, Now He Sings, Now He Sobs. This is right in the beginning of the second chorus of his solo. It's just an F blues. It's a very simple form, but if you go check out Now He Sings, Now He Sobs, first track, I think you'll be blown away if you don't know this recording already about how just sparkly and brilliant Chick's playing is on this. And this little 7-note lick that we're going to work on today in all 12 keys, I think embodies the spirit of the whole album. And it's like there's, an old Buddhist saying you could see the entire universe in a single grain of rice, right? Where you can see all the stardust that made up the carbon that makes the rice and all the weather, the rain and the sun and minerals that make it happen in just one little grain of rice. Well, in this little I might be overselling it, but in this little 7-note lick, you can really get a lot of valuable information. And I think especially for pianists, it also just lays really, really well in our hands and is going to be very valuable for you to have in your hands in all 12 keys. And as always, we are offering a little bit of a deeper dive on our Jazz Piano Technique Pentatonics course. That's Peter Martin and myself teaching you all about pentatonic scales, fingerings for both hands in all 12 keys, up and down, different shapes. It's a very popular course for us at Open Studio. If you want to get in on that, it's $50 off today only. Go click the link in the chat or in the description to check that out. Okay, let's get to it. What is this magical 7-note lick I'm talking about? Well, it's this. So it happens at the end of the first chorus, and it's a kind of just a little island in between the first chorus and really when he gets into the second chorus, it starts getting a little bit busier. But he just does this. That's it. That's it. Done. Got it for today. No, but this is really. If you can just take a second on your instrument, piano or any other instrument, and just kind of play this slowly and see the brilliance, the simple brilliance of this little lick here. Right? It's F7. I mean, the first two eighth notes are kind of over, what would be the turnaround, but it's really all F7. Right? How great is that? So I broke it down just a little bit here to kind of spell out what's going on here. So if we kind of line up the major parts of this, right? It's like a G minor 7, those first 4 notes, to an F triad, right? And this G minor 7, I mean, it's functioning like a tension chord, like a 5 chord, like a dominant chord going to that F, right? Resolving. Isn't that fun? It feels amazing in our hand. And something else to learn about this is how Chick phrases this. So down, first 4 notes, and then resolves to this middle, top note, bottom note. I don't think there's any doubt that the 7th chord in the triad are the shapes, right? And so that's what I really, another kind of meta thing we can get from this is, like, you can think of this as like play it all together. If you're near a piano, you can try this, and it's really effective to kind of get it. And then you understand that you can take these shapes and do it any way you want. And it really, you can come up with some kind of crazy combinations, but it's a really fun way to take a simple idea and make something beautiful out of it. And then he does all this, all this crazy stuff after it. But I thought today we could just practice getting around on this. We'll start on F7. We'll start right there. We don't want to go too slow on this. We want to pop this too, right? Chick pops this. This just like snaps out of the piano, right? So if I were to practice this, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. I'm going to start on beat 4, right? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Practice with me. 1, 2, 3. Make sure to snap it. If you're at the piano, maybe curve your fingers a little bit. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Curve your fingers. Do this. If you're a pianist right now, just look at your palms, right, and make a fist. Right? I can't. Hold on. Let me see. So we'll make a fist. We'll kind of look at the curve of your fingers as you make a fist. That's a natural way to bend your fingers, right? So kind of grasp in and out. It's a little creepy. It's a little weird. If someone's watching you and they don't know what you're doing, you're going to look very strange. But this is a great way to see of like how can we, when I say bend your fingers more, like you want it to be as natural as possible. So you might want to think about how you make a fist. Let's try it again. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. One more time. 1, 2, 3. Okay. So we have it, right? We have it. Hopefully it's snapping. Hopefully you got a nice fisty little curve in your fingers there. And hopefully you understand that it's like a 2 minor 7 chord going to a 1 triad, right? That's really all you need to know. Now, we can also kind of replicate this shape diatonically throughout the chord. Like, you can just take this and practice finding different shapes or different ways to play this shape. You don't have to perfectly invert it. It can just be the general shape of this, right? This is so nice. So that's another element that I want to practice with this. So let's do our first play along. We're just going to hit F right now. We're going to take it through all 12 keys in the circle of fourths for sure. My hands are freezing. But what we want to do right now is I want you to start with just practicing this lick. And I want you to play it in time, like 1, 2, 3. But then I want you to start messing with it. I want you to start putting it on 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's another part of this. And then I want you to start moving it around a little bit. See if you can recreate the general shape of this, the flow of it, how it goes down 4 notes and then sort of middle up bottom, right? See if you can figure out that shape. Because once we can start doing that diatonically, and by diatonically I mean over an F mixolydian, right? It's all just an F dominant scale here. Every note here, right? There's not an E flat in this lick, but it's every note on the F dominant scale besides that. So you can do this. It doesn't even matter the spacing. It's just that general flow of down 4 and then middle, top, bottom. Okay, so let's do a play along. Start with the lick as written, just as Chick would play it. Remember, it's really effective if this is kind of snappy. See if you can hear it as like a da-ga-da-ga-da-ga-da, like little daggers, right? Curve your fingers, do this weird thing where you watch your hand make a fist, so you're got a nice natural curve. And let's try it. I'll play some bass and some chords. We're just going to vamp over F7 for a while. And I want you to just poke and prod this thing, turn it upside down and inside out, and see what you can make of it. Start simple, start as written, and then let's do something fun with it. Here we go. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Start to explore it a little bit. Move it around. Move it in the time. Just hanging out on F7, right? F Mixolydian. Move the shape. Just follow that general shape. Have fun with it. Maybe go back to the original. Right here. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Now start moving around again. Explore. Really explore. All right, here we go. Okay, let's not go too far away from here. Let's take it straight up in the circle of fourths. I'm just going to open these up, and I'm going to call it out. It should be easy enough to figure out, right? All we need to do is outline the 2 minor of wherever you are. So our next chord would be B flat 7, right? B flat Mixolydian. All we have to do is outline that 2 minor, which is C minor 7. And then end on that triad, right? So we'll go B flat. We'll go straight into A flat, or straight into E flat, straight into A flat. I'll call them out as we're going, and I'll just kind of play some bass lines and some chords under you. But I want you to really explore with each key this idea of that 2 minor starting on the root and then hitting that triad. Do it as strictly as possible as first, and then start moving around. And that'll be it for today. We're going to keep it pretty simple and basic today, but in a fun way. Let's do it. B flat 7. Same concept, just transpose it up a fourth. Here we go. 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Keep it pretty strict. And don't forget to snap it. Make it pop. bit longer on B flat here. We're going to move to E flat 7. Here's E flat 7. 1, 2, 3. Remember, we go to that 2 minor chord and then hit that 1 triad. Start displacing the rhythm a little bit. And then start moving that shape around again, just finding a general shape of it. How about A flat? What is this lick in the key of A flat? Can you figure that out? See if you can play it as written, starting on beat 4. Once you have it, start displacing it rhythmically a little bit. Keeping the original shape and notes, start displacing the rhythm. And then start moving it around. And enjoy. It doesn't get much more fun than this one. Let's go to D flat. D flat. What is this in D flat? Can you play it exactly as written, but in the key of D flat? Start moving it around, displacing it rhythmically. And then start moving the notes around. Remember, just keeping the general shape if you want. You don't even have to transpose the exact notes or even the exact shape. As long as it's generally the same and you're able to do it diatonically over a D flat mixolydian, that's what we want. G flat here. Now we're in some fun keys. What is this in G flat? Hands are finally warming up. Yeah. Start moving around. Explore it. Turn it over. Turn it upside down. Turn it inside out. That's what it's all about. Oh, that was by accident. That's fun. Key of B. We're tritone away from the original. So what is this original lick as written? What does it sound like in B? What is it made of? Right, it's made of the 2 minor starting on the root going down. And then a triad. Starting with the middle note, and then outside. Once you have it as written, start moving it around. together, man. Key of E, here we go. Slide there, come on. Go right to this, figure it out. We're just a half step below the original. What is it made of? See if you can map that out in your mind. And if you're already comfortable with it, if you don't need to spend too much energy or time mapping it out, what it's made of, practice moving it around. Practice getting comfortable with it in this E Mixolydian territory. Imagine if you had this on an E7 whenever you wanted it, wherever you wanted it. That's the goal, right? We want to just be so comfortable with these shapes that we can turn it into music. How about A? Key of A, A7. Not a key that jazz pianists like very much in general. But let's get friendly with it. The more time we spend with it, the more we might like it. Start displacing it a little bit. If you like what you see today, go ahead and smash that like button. Take a break. Let us know that this is the content you want to see from me, you want to see from Open Studio. Let's move on to D, D7. Here we go. What does this look like in the key of D? Hey. It's like I'm at church. It's never ending. What is this lick here that we have in F? What does it look like in the key of D? What's it made of? Right? We can see what it's made of in F. What is it made of in D? How can you use this and the shape in other places? Upright piano sound is fun to dig in down there. You know? Key of G. Now we're getting easy. Again, if this is your jam here, this lick, hit the like button. Let me know. And if you want to go on a deeper dive, click the link here in the chat to save $50 a day on jazz piano technique pentatonics. We'll deal with some fingering shapes that are very similar to this. One more key. Good old key of C. Here we go. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. This is the only time I stopped. I don't know why. What does this look like in the key of C? How can you use it? How can you take this shape, turn it over, turn it inside out, move it around. Displacement rhythmically, like starting it on the 1. Lost it there. Moving it around. Here we go. Here we go. And we'll end on F. Woo. Man. That's a fun one, isn't it? Like I said, it's just 7 notes, but those 7 notes are so important and can give us so much. Just that idea of a general shape of starting on the 2 minor chord and then ending on the triad of the tonic here on an F7 chord. This could easily be an F major 7. You could do it with minor. But it's just that idea, right? That idea of surrounding the triad with the 2, which acts as a dominant. It's so brilliant. And I highly encourage you to check out Chick Corea's entire recording, Now He Sings, Now He Sobs, and that solo in the Matrix, which is one of the greatest piano solos in the history of jazz. And that's not an overstatement. That is a correct statement. It's just brilliant. So, yeah. And as I mentioned, go ahead and if you liked the practice session today, hit the like button so we know which one's your favorite. And if you want to go deeper dive on this pentatonic sound, check out the link here to save $50 on jazz piano technique, pentatonics. It's Peter Martin and I doing guided practice sessions with deep dive on pentatonics, left hand and right hand fingerings in all 12 keys, which is worth the price of admission alone. So yeah, I hope you have a great weekend. We're going to leave this video up so you can come back to it if you want and work on this lick. Go listen to Chick, like right now. Go check it out. It's so much fun. All right. Thanks, everybody. Great session today. Again, have a great weekend. I'll be back here on Tuesday. Until next time, happy practicing.